guys, welcome back to another Wardle Road episode. And today, as I look out the window, actually the dark clouds are looming once again, but I've got a little bit of dry weather at the moment. Well, not dry, but a little bit of not raining. So I'm going to go outside and see if I can get on with some more stuff over the next few days and just sort of mash it all up into one video. For anyone who saw my Facebook live stream, my girlfriend cut my hair, and actually after a bit of work and the help of my brother, I'm actually quite pleased with the end result. But yeah, don't forget to subscribe, and we're very close to the 1K. And yeah, let's go on with the update. So as you can see out there with the extremely dark clouds coming over the top, I thought I'd use a little bit of sunlight that we've had, a little bit of warmth that we've had to spray paint the top of the platform. This is just a wood protective spray, but it's coloured. So nice grey over the top of that, which will then fit in between those two flat platforms. So just going to let that dry for a little bit, then I can get it in place.
A few moments later.
So welcome back to day 2 of the weekend. It's Saturday today, and as you can see, compared to the previous clips, it's a lot more sunny today. So I'm going to try and make as much progress as we can in the garden. And yeah, as I say before, hopefully you enjoy this. It's going to be a bit of a mashup of everything that I'm getting on with, just clips all over the place. And yeah, see you in a second. So first of all, I wanted to give a huge shout out to one of my work colleagues, Paul. If you're watching, thank you to you for sorting me out with this lengths and lengths and lengths of solid core 3 pair. And this is what I'm going to be using to use as a bus wire around the layout. It's all weatherproof, so it should stand the test of time. I've just got to get it all straightened out now and start clipping it to the side of the wooden track bed. So it's quite simple what I'm going to do with this, really. I think the easiest method will be to use these tap-in cable clips, and I'm just going to run it along each chair, along the side of the wood, probably on the inside actually, or the outside, along here, just to keep it a bit more hidden. But I can then use the chairs to fix the cable to, and then every now and then I will pull a pair out and use it to add power to each section of track. I don't think I'm going to bother doing each one individually just yet, as so far everything seems to be running rather smoothly as it is. So these are all going to go down to the bridge where you see the power comes in, and they'll all join up there as the main feed starts there. A couple of purchases I've added for garden project. So these are the 2 cans of, I can only buy them in a minimum, 2 off Amazon, surface primer. It says that you can use it for wood, so I'm going to be using that to spray paint the top of the platform, the dark grey colour. And I've also got these, I think they're originally just for power connection, like they've got the screw tight seals on them, but I'm going to use these, just 2 out of the 3 of the cables, to join the bridge, the two sections of bridges together, power underneath, rather than just crimping them together. So I'm going to solder join here and then put them in like a mechanical enclosure or something, and then I can use this to join the bridges together. So I've got 2 of these. They were £8 on Amazon, and hopefully that should allow for a nice waterproof connection. You can see here as well that the station that I talked about earlier on has had its top coat of the grey primer, and I think that looks really nice. Obviously this is a weatherproof coating as well, so when the rain was landing on it, it was just kind of sort of bouncing off. Yeah, really happy with that. And there's the another close-up of the 33 that I've been working on, and I'm sure you'll see clips throughout the video of the loco running with the lights. another thing to add as well, in case you're wondering how I was joining it up to the bridge, I'm going to be using these watertight connectors. They are just for normal power, however with the amount of power running through here it shouldn't be an issue just using a couple of these. So either side of the big bridge I'm just going to have one of these, and then this means I can join it up. As you can see, it's pretty secure. Like so, and pull it apart, and it's got a rubber seal on there as well. So yeah, that's what I'll use either side of the bridge. And then these connections can stay out here during all the rain, etc. If anyone was wondering where I got these from, these were £8 for the pair on Amazon. And if you've got Amazon Prime, they're normally there within a day or two. So it's super easy to get hold of. I thought I'd just get the one packet for now. However, I think for my other bridges, I'll probably use these again. So I'm gonna have to go back and buy some more. So as you can see here, all these stands for probably the most difficult curve I think we had to work on. I had to get my dad's help for this one because the drop was really hard to work out with the addition of this. You see them kind of like a stone paving bit behind it. So as you can see, some of the stands are on there. It's a 4 centimetre drop between where the bridge joins on, just here, and round here where it connects to the step. So you can see, I don't know how well you can see the height difference on camera, but I'll insert a clip after this now with the wooden beams over the top. Tomorrow we'll be painting them up and getting some track down. So the other end of the wire that you saw me soldering on in one of the other clips before this goes into this junction box. This is just before the smaller bridge, and it's quite simple. It's a Wago product, or I'm not sure how you pronounce it, W-A-G-O, and these are their products as well on the inside, and they're absolutely brilliant for collecting wires together. So in here you have the 3 pairs, positive and negative, and then you've got the plug that plugs the bridge in just to give it the extra power, even though when the bolts slide into here they conduct electricity anyway, but that's just the extra secure piece. And then out of this side here we'll run another cable onto the next junction box. Again, this is from my mate at work, Paul, so thank you to him. I've ordered another 5 of these actually to continue around the rest of the layout, and I use this as well for the dropper feeds, dropping off the rails into these boxes just to keep them waterproof. So if you watched my previous update video, you would have seen that this piece of track here was actually raised on the sort of chairs that we've been making, but they were just on single ones with a nail sat into the ground. So there's a chair here and a slightly higher one just where that join is, just here. And we found when running trains up here, especially the 33, it struggles to pull coaches around this corner. So what we've done to try and keep it as level as we can with the rest of the layout is we've actually dug a tunnel, well not a tunnel, a sort of section between these two steps here, just to keep this bit level. Obviously we're gonna have to take it back a bit. I'm probably gonna have to fill in some of the corner pieces as well where the track slightly comes over the edge of the wood. You can also see down the edge here where my 3-pair runs. This is just another angle just to give you guys an idea of the height difference. So I think this was about 5-6 centimetre drop from the left hand side all the way over to here, and you can see as before it was above the ground. Now keeping it level, you can't even see it go around that corner, and then it pops out just there when it goes into the scenic part of the layout. So here's the other end of the piece that I soldered. As you can see, it's just got insulating tape keeping it waterproof. There's more layers of it inside. It's pretty secure if you ask me. And I've just put a hook on the side of the wood here just to stop it sitting in the grass when it's raining. But yeah, that joins onto the bridge connection, which will then sit on here while the layout is in use. And as you can see there, if I bring you along, all the 3-pair is pinned to the side of the wood, all the way down to the junction box down the very end. Another quick point I just wanted to show to you guys. I did mention in the last update that I was having a couple of issues with how I was preventing buffer lock and how a lot of the wagons were getting caught up. Well, one of the issues I had with the 3F was that when they were pushing these wagons around corners, the buffers would get caught with the carriage and the rear of the train. So what I've done for the 33 anyway is I've got a nail that I have bent upside down, or stuck upside down and bent round in an L shape, and now using these Hornby, I think they're very old Hornby type couplings that were sent to me, which are absolutely brilliant. What I've done is I've cut one in half here, as you can see. If I put my hand over there, so on there is just the tiniest half of one sitting in there. Used Gorilla Glue gel to fix both that and the nail. So to fix this together with the bent nail, all you've got to do is take the old Hornby coupling in the hook like so, turn it over and drop the pin into the hole of the other one, and just like that you've got a nice sturdy coupling. And I've tested this so far, had no derailments or issues, and then just to take it off, just turn it round out of the L shape and it's back out. So obviously it's not the most prototypical looking coupling, but it works for my garden layout. And the main thing is reliability rather than looks. And this works, so I'm going to try and get as many more of these as I can and cut the shapes out like this, and then use these bars in between, maybe some shorter bars in between the wagons. Right, so as you can see here, that's the completed track, including the metal joins here and the bars holding the track together. So that's where I'm going to leave it for this video. As you can see, I've still got the Wago boxes. More of them have just turned up, so I'm going to fit one of them later on. But that's where I'm going to leave it here. I'll just leave you guys with some running shots of this, and I'll show you a little preview as to what we'll be working on in the next video. So thanks again as always for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.